Hi, welcome to Beauty and Beyond. I'm Amy. Today I'm doing a kind of chatty get ready with me where I give you a life update after our really big move in 2023, updating you on what's new in my life and some lessons that I've learned and things that I've learned to appreciate about life. So please make sure that you watch all the way through because I am giving lots of interesting thoughts and I would love to hear your comments throughout the video. One of the reasons why I love this community that I'm cultivating is because I want to hear from you. I want for us to have a conversation about makeup and have some fun together. So let me know in the comments what your favorite eyeshadow go-to look is right now. Today I'm going to be using Norvina. What are you loving right now? And stay tuned. Before we get started with the video today, I wanted to share with you a little mini haul that I got recently in a combo of Walmart purchases and some things from Amazon. So recently this year I had bought another tube of this Wet n Wild tinted hydrator, and I thought that the shade that I got was the lightest shade, and it's really too dark for me right now, especially in the winter months. So when I was at Walmart, my daughter was at youth group and I was just kind of perusing the aisles, and our Walmart's going through a remodel, and so lots of things are on clearance, and I got a new sweatshirt, I got lots of new clothes and things on sale. Anyway, so I went down the makeup aisle because the other one was grocery pickup, and I found a lighter shade of this, and the shade that I got is the shade light as opposed to light medium, working so much better for me. And kind of perusing that Wet n Wild section again, I really have been wanting to try Wet n Wild eyeshadows, and of course I really wanted to go with this classic, which is Walking on Eggshells, and it's the 5-pan formula. I've only used it once and I liked it pretty well, but I think that I need different brushes to achieve the thing that I was trying to achieve. So I think I liked my makeup look with this okay, but it was probably user error. And then from Amazon, because I had forgotten when I bought that I had ordered this. So now I have 5 foundations. I went from having 2 to 5 in the matter of a month, and that was unintentional, but they will get used up and it'll be fine. This is the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. I have used this before and I wanted to try it again because I do remember really liking it. It had a lot of really great coverage, and I got a lighter shade than I did last time, and it's the shade Light Beige. And this is what I'm going to use today because I'm interested to see how it works on my skin. And I got this on a recommendation of Emily Noel. It's the Dr. Paw Multi-Purpose Soothing Balm. And it goes for lips, cheeks, and skin with a hint of tint. This is, it has a good amount of coverage to it. And I'll probably use this in today's video just to show you. But it has a smell or a taste to it when I put it on my lips as a lip balm. And I did not like that. So I may use that in other places other than my lips. Or I'll continue to try it, but it doesn't get too many more tries before it's out. Okay, so grab you something to drink because it's Saturday morning and coffee is a must. Okay, so I wanted to do a life update, get ready with me style video. In 2023, my family and I embarked on a lot of major journeys, and so while I shared that process with you at the time, I haven't really updated too much on how things are going now that we've made those changes. So if you're not familiar with my channel, because I have so many new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Welcome. You're very encouraging to me and I love your feedback, so leave me a comment below to tell me something. Good, constructive criticism, I will take that. Helpful ideas, anything like that. Okay, so if you are new to my channel or just kind of didn't know, my family and I were from Texas, and we were living in the panhandle of Texas for 4 years. My husband is a pastor, and so he was pastoring a church out there in West Texas. And you know, God called us and moved us away from that. And so when we were searching for a new church, we've always had this desire to live and travel and live in different places other than Texas, but we just never did. You know, family, I don't have a very big family, really not much of a family anymore. And my husband doesn't really either. He has a lot of cousins and things like that, but he doesn't have a lot of brothers and sisters and things like that. He just has his mom, and I really don't have anybody anymore. My mother passed away. I just realized today, this morning, that it will be 30 years since my mom has passed away. So that's just a little tidbit about me. My mom passed away from cancer. She had breast and then liver and then brain cancer, and I was 12 when she passed away. So now that I'm 42, she's been gone for 30 years. It's just crazy to think about. And my grandparents raised me, and they have passed away. So I really don't have anybody, but I have some friends in Texas. We have been having the desire to move. I just remembered I was going to use this. Didn't use that today. I used this Estee Lauder. Forgiveness is key in this Get Ready With Me because I don't do very many of these. And now you know why. Okay, so we've always had this desire to like move and travel and all of that. So he said we're going to cast our net wide and look for a new church. Where does God want us to go? And he applied for a church in Missouri, and that is the church that we were called to pastor. So that is what brought us to Missouri. So we've been in Missouri for 6 months, which is nice. We're excited. 6 months in, and I'm here to update you on how it's going. Some of the really cool things about living out of state, and I don't know if you've never lived out of the state that you grew up in, it has been so much fun and such an eye-opening experience to be able to experience life from a different culture and a different like area. Just thinking about things like, okay, sorry, it's early in the morning and my dogs are wanting to play. So anyway, thinking about going to Walmart, and one of the first things that we saw at Walmart that I thought, I've never seen that before, was Nutty Buddy, those Nutty Buddy bars that you can get in an ice cream form. I thought, well, that is so fun. I knew my mother-in-law would like that, so we sent her a picture of that. And then as the seasons began to change from, you know, summer to fall and then fall to winter, I was at Walmart one day and I called my husband and I said, we are not in Kansas anymore. Because here's what they actually sell at a Walmart. Like, you can go into Walmart and they sell this. It is a sled. And I thought, what in the world? I've never seen a sled in a store. Never. And so if you're from the South, you like in Texas and probably Oklahoma and Louisiana, you know, like you get one good snow, maybe two if you're lucky. So, you know, we don't have that. And then so I was like in the car section that day too, or maybe later. I was in the car section later. And I texted my husband and I'm like, oh my gosh, do you know what they sell at this Walmart? They sell big ice scrapers, not just the little, you know, little like handheld, little tiny thing. No. They sell like big ice scrapers so you can scrape the ice off of your windshield in a snap. Shocked. Then it's really in the deep depths of summer. Walk into Walmart. They have snow shovels. What? Never knew that those were things that were in actual stores. I was shocked. And then, you know, comes the snow, and which we had been warned. Funny enough, after we accepted the position and we were, you know, saying goodbye to everyone before we left to go back home to Texas to, you know, wrap everything up, the first thing people were like, oh yeah, it gets like negative degrees here. And we were like, oh boy. Oh boy. So, let's see, it is January now, and so we did get our first really big snow and cold snap where it was negative degrees, which, to be honest, it was cold. It was very cold, but I think because it was so icy and snowy and you couldn't really go outside anyway, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you know, just bundle up. Just know that if any part of your skin is showing, it's going to get very cold very fast. So that was the key. Cover up as much of your skin as you can. Tip from a Texan that's now a Missourian. Okay, so, you know, I'm really enjoying all of the seasons that we have experienced here. The fall was so lovely. The trees were gorgeous. I've longed for that my whole life, to be able to see a sea of trees in, you know, a rainbow of fall colors. And I finally got that, and it was just wonderful. And it inspired me so much. I'll try to link below my playlist. I created a lot of eye looks using the ABH Rose Metals palette, which is very fall-esque. So the weather has been fine, and now that we've had snow on the ground for like three weeks, it's almost all melted, and you can see the green grass. And that, you know, and that's another thing that's different from Texas is by this time in Texas, your grass is brown and crunchy, but here it's still green. I mean, not like as bright green as it is in the spring and summertime, but it's still green. So that's different for me too. I'm enjoying all of that different stuff. Like I said, just getting to experience life from other people's perspectives is really cool. And I'm excited to see what God has in store for us in the future. You know, we know that as a, you know, in the ministry, we will move, and that's okay with us. We're excited about that journey. And so that is that. When we moved here, I was not working, and we were homeschooling / doing online school with my daughter. She's in 6th grade. This is where all the commotion is coming from, per usual. We're on a break, a play break. So my daughter is in middle school now, and I have shared before a little bit about her. In a nutshell, she's high-functioning autistic, and she has some struggles with behavior and getting overwhelmed. And we just discovered last year that the regular brick and mortar public school was not a great environment for her. And going into middle school, it was just going to get worse. So we made that decision to homeschool and then move eventually into like online school, because I just needed that help. I am a teacher, but I'm not a middle school, you know, like a middle school content teacher, caveat there. And, you know, math is not my strong suit. Science is not my strong suit. So, you know, those are all things where I needed that extra help and support for her. So we do school at home, but it's online. So Anyway, you know, while I was not working, it was okay, but financially, we just really needed to have two incomes. So I decided to reach out to her online school, and I, long story short, got a job where I am working at her online school as a middle school reading interventionist. And so this month of January has been so wonderful to be able to have a job where I work from home and I do a job that I've always wanted to do. I love working with struggling readers and helping them learn how to succeed in, you know, this journey we call reading. And it's very complicated on how you learn how to read. It's not as easy as it sounds. So on the flip side of that, though, is that, you know, we had a really good routine going when I wasn't working, and now that I am working, we are having to create a new routine. And so that has taken some adjusting over the past like 3 weeks of, you know, managing my time as an employee, but also as, you know, her teacher, so to speak. I'm the one that like guides her through things. She has teachers that present lessons weekly in each subject area, but the parent or caregiver or whatever is the one who helps with the work if there's any questions, and the teachers can too, but you know, ultimately the ones at home are the ones that are getting the kids to do the work. So anyway, that has been a little bit of an adjustment as well. And within that adjustment has also been why I haven't really posted many videos on my YouTube channel this week, because I'm realizing now I'm going to have to get back into the routine of filming on the weekend and maybe once during the week, but I can't rely on filming during the week to get it all done. So that is why I am a little behind on videos and creating video ideas and things like that. And I feel bad because I have a goal to grow this channel and continue to learn how to improve my content from an editing standpoint and from a content standpoint and just all of that. That's why I started. That's part of the reason why I started in the first place, is so that I could kind of learn technology and like this virtual space that was completely foreign to me. I consumed the content and I wanted to learn how people made that content. So anyway, that is my, you know, update on my channel. I do still want to continue to make a couple of videos a week. And, you know, another thing that's a little different for me this year is that I'm not going to have quite as much panning content as I have had in the past. Last year, I really discovered that I needed to make sure that project panning was fun, and it was starting to not be fun, and it was starting to get really overwhelming for me. I needed to kind of get back to that simplicity of panning and just focusing on using up things instead of having 100 things that I'm panning, maybe having 10 things that I'm panning. And I can pan those things a lot more efficiently than 100, so to speak. So that is something that is different for sure. If you have any video ideas for me, I would love to hear those. I really kind of want to start, another goal that I have of my channel is to really like amp up the community aspect, because that's the second reason why I created my channel. technology, but also to have people to chat with about makeup and to learn from others on techniques and, you know, strategies, and to grow my knowledge and my experience base to something, you know, more than it was in 2 or 3 years ago when I started my channel. So, leaving all kinds of comments really encourages me and helps out my channel. So I would love to hear from you, please. One project that I am doing this year is a modified Pan That palette, and I will link my video below where I describe that and talk to you about that. But this is the palette. It's my oldest one that I have, and it's maybe like 3 years old, and it's the Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is discontinuing now. It's getting discontinued. Can you believe it? Beautiful color story that I feel like is very versatile for all times of the year. Today with this black shirt, I just kind of felt like going a little bit dark and smoky. One of the ladies that views my channel, and we chat a lot over on Instagram too, she was watching that modified Pan That palette video, and she was like, oh, I love the idea of using that palette once a week, like for the entire week for a month. And I was like, oh, I forgot that I said I was going to do that. Thank you so much for reminding me about that. So here's me at the end of January, using it for the rest of the month. And you know, that modification of Pan That palette has been so freeing for me. I have thoroughly enjoyed using this palette more often than I was using it. However, not feeling like my goal is to hit pan in as many shades. Oh, it's so soft and flaky. I keep forgetting that. With as many shades as possible. That's not my goal with this, not at all. It's just to use it more. It's, you know, the oldest one that I have, and you can't get it anymore, so I need to enjoy this puppies. And that is kind of the heart of my Pan That palette this year. Another thing that I'm supposed to do with my Pan That palette is you pick one focus shade for the month and use that shade 20 times. And this month I'm working on Dazzling. I'm not going to make the 20 uses, but again, I am sort of like freeing myself from the constraints of project panning. I'm okay with that. But you know what? As of today, I used it 12 times this month, and I still have more to go. I'll make it work where it'll be as close to 20 as it can, but it's just so freeing, you know? Like, I'm enjoying project panning so much more this year because I am not shackled to the rules. I make my own rules, and I may break them, and that's fine because it's my project. And I'm only accountable to myself. So this is the look that I just kind of did really quickly. My family and I are heading out to go to Kansas City. I'll tell you a joke here in a second. We're heading out to go to Kansas City here in a little bit. We have a member of our church that has been in the ICU there, and the person is not doing very well, and so we're, you know, going to make a visit and hopefully be an encouragement to her, but and hopefully, you know, she will be able to get out of the hospital. It's not looking like she will. Anyway, so funny joke was when we knew we were moving here, and okay, we used to live in Lubbock, Texas, where Texas Tech is. And if you know anything about Lubbock and you know anything about the Kansas City Chiefs, you know where I'm going with this. Lubbock loves the Kansas City Chiefs because Patrick Mahomes went to college in at Texas Tech. So even before we moved here to Missouri, like, we were already sort of like inundated with Patrick Mahomes love and content and all of that good stuff. So my husband is a diehard Cowboys fan, and he always will be. I really don't care about football, period. Except, you know, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and keeping so anyway, when we knew that we were moving here, I was like, okay, I asked my husband, hey, this is going to be a dumb question, and I know that it is, but the Kansas City Chiefs, are they in Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City, Kansas? And he just busted out laughing. He was like, it's Missouri, Amy. And I'm like, oh, great. Hey, we're going to be there. So it's like a couple hours away from us. Kansas City is a couple of hours away from us. Everything is a couple of hours away from us. Everything. It's been nice for my budget because I don't buy Ulta makeup anymore. I don't get to take advantage of the, oh, get 5 times the points when you buy in store and pick up. I don't get that anymore. Well, that's okay. I order online. We are headed out to do that here this morning, and yeah, that is mostly my life update. Things are going really well. If you have ever had the desire to move to a different state and experience culture in a different way, you know, life from a different cultural perspective, I highly recommend it. It has been a lot of fun so far. You know, homeschooling, you know, kind of like home assisting my daughter in middle school has been going pretty well. Started a new job, working from home. That was the dream, that I would be able to get a job to work from home so that I could still work with her and do school with her. And that's been such a blessing, for sure. Getting to be able to experience fall in all of its glory has been amazing. And winter, and being able to have, like, I own a snow shovel now. I now know what ice melt is, and I've shoveled snow off of our deck, and we've shoveled our driveway. So yeah, it's just been really, really nice. Okay, so this is my finished makeup look. I will do something with my hair. I'll blow dry it a little bit. I'm not going to put my lips on yet because I still have coffee to drink, and I'm going to eat breakfast before we leave. But I'm thinking that I'm going to use this little lip pencil from LA Girl. It's kind of a pink color, but combine it with this mini Rare Beauty lipstick that I'm trying to finish up. This is the shade Honest, and they blend. They don't look like they go together, but they blend really nicely together, and I think that will go really well with this rose gold shade that I put on my lid. So I'm gonna kind of add that. That's the plan, Stan. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, leave me an emoji that tells me your favorite animal, and that will be my cue to see how many people actually watched all the way through. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.